Welcome to this year's presentation of Varsity Pitch 2020. Varsity Pitch is an important alliance between E-Squared Investments and Impact Investor with a mission to attack poverty and change the unemployment landscape in South Africa through early-stage business investing, and the Allan Orbis Foundation, whose mission is to foster a community of responsible entrepreneurs to achieve the vision of an entrepreneurial, equitable South Africa, flourishing with meaningful employment. The Varsity Pitch is the first in a long line of opportunities afforded to candidate fellows during their journey in the foundation, with the potential to enter into E-Squared's Pathways program for venture development and potentially attract a future funding partnership. This pitching event is one of the first major organizational alignment engagements that helps candidate fellows maximize their potential as leaders and entrepreneurs. The vision of the initiative is to support the foundation in their mandate to instill entrepreneurial mindset in candidate fellows through learning and development. But due to COVID-19 restrictions, the 2020 edition of Varsity Pitch was done virtually.
COVID-19 has exposed some of the biggest inequalities in the education sector, such as the lack of access to resources and opportunities to make it successfully through school in the case of underprivileged students who come from low-income households. Tsolopele was created to level the playing field for such students by equipping them with access to resources that would enable them to make it successfully through school.
Okay, hi, my name is Kitumetse Pule. I am the founder and executive director of a Johannesburg-based non-profit company called Tsolopele.
Who is the direct customer here? Is it the private school learner? Can you then explain what are the values that each of these customers are getting?
In terms of the customer, that would be the parents of students who go to private schools, because they'd be the ones actually paying for the platform. And then the value for them is that it's an innovative tutoring model for their children. It's straightforward, it's user-friendly, it's affordable. Students are able to ask questions, however many questions they need in that month.
Greetings, I am Shamaine Zita, the co-founder of Bloom Education. Secondary school education is doing very little to prepare students mentally and emotionally to make major career choices and pursue university education.
Just to understand, how would you like your business to start generating money? So you have a great initiative, great social impact, but let me know who you see as your ideal customer.
We would want to start making money by partnering with corporates and organizations that have an interest in education. And our ideal customer is a student who is currently in high school and wants to understand the different career opportunities that they have available to them and require as much information as they possibly can get access to.
Navita basically is a company that tries to deliver niche healthcare products, specifically its range of hyaluronic acid products, at a much more affordable and accessible price point and manner. We are asking 150,000 Rand that will be put towards our ISO and CE certifications.
I was very impressed by your business.
Thank you.
Very impressed.
Who owns the patent?
What is the equivalent of the patent in this business is your licensing, which is a huge barrier to entry and which is extremely hard to attain. That is all owned by this company, Navita. You are not allowed to sell any of these products without licensing. At the moment, we are the only people who sell these and are considered an own label manufacturer in South Africa.
It looks like she's doing a great job securing.
No, she's doing a phenomenal job.
This event is open to all IVC Candidate Fellows in the Foundation's Fellowship program. The IVC, Ideation, Validation and Creation program is open to candidate fellows who are presently validating an idea or running a venture whilst completing their academic studies. These IVC Candidate Fellows are supported with specialized entrepreneurial coaching, academic support and a venture development curriculum. The pitches could be for profit or social ventures and were submitted in two separate judging streams, validation and ventures. Validation. This stream is still at idea stage and is focused on ideas which are pre-revenue, which means that it has not yet sold their product and or service to customers, but have started to develop a business model or idea of how they will run the business, which is presently being tested. Ventures. This stream is at creation phase, where the venture is operational and is post-revenue. The pitch is strategically positioned to show how the venture has performed since inception and what its potential for growth and impact is. So what exactly is a pitch? A pitch is a presentation of a business idea or running business to potential investors or panel of judges. People pitch a business or idea because they need resources. If the goal is to raise startup cash, the target of the pitch is an investor. Other businesses pitch to potential customers to sell their product. Finally, some organizations pitch because they need a partner or resource to help them accomplish their mission or simply to get feedback on their idea.
The national pass rate for mathematics last year was 54%, of which only 2% acquired distinctions. So, what is the solution to this problem? Mind Your Math is the solution.
Hello, my name is Wandile Kumalo. I am many things in this life, but the one thing I'm proud of the most is being the voice and the leader of the people of Umzinyathi district. So, to clearly state the problem, we don't have that many tutors in our district helping matriculants with mathematics.
Wandile, I love the concept. I was so poor at math at school, so I think I would have valued something like this. Who are your competitors in this space? Who's competing with you, and how do you intend being better than they are?
Well, so for me, this is going to be easy, right? In Umzinyathi districts, there's only two centers that are in an hour away from me, and people who are close to being like official tutors in this specific region are teachers who are working after school.
So some excellent preparedness and knowledge of what it takes to pitch in these kind of circumstances.
R² Capital is the culmination of the passion and experience of two fourth-year candidate fellows who desire to disrupt the cryptocurrency arbitrage market through systematized and automated trading processes.
There's massive room for improving our returns if we move everything to an automated process. And that's largely due to the possibility of us maybe missing potentially bigger opportunities and trades because we're doing everything manually.
If we look at the cryptocurrency market, it's today valued at $1.3 billion US, and it's projected to reach $1.40 billion in the next 2 years.
I must admit to being super excited to see the prospect of a 240% per annum return.
In my personal capacity, I got returns of 90%, so I more than doubled my money.
12 billion single-use plastic straws are used daily and devastate ecosystems as well as the wildlife which occupy those ecosystems. There is a present and growing need and demand for an alternative, and Eat Me Straws was born out of this need.
Eat Me Straws has gone from being able to provide straws in batches of 10 and 20 to batches of 200 and 300. What we're now stuck at is needing a larger production capacity to meet the growing demand.
Firstly, I love your product. I am an environmentalist, and I think it's an excellent idea.
I think this would be one of the much welcome products into the market.
This is something that I would probably get involved with.
I just wanted to imagine what it's like to grow up in the township. It's tough. It's like you grow up in this environment where there seems to be no hope. And then there's one thing that gives us hope and fills us with passion. While some call it soccer, we call it disc, the beautiful game. Soccer is the one thing that keeps us away from the streets and away from drugs.
Growing up, I realized that my soccer boots were not durable enough to play on gravel soccer pitches. And at the shops, there were no soccer boots that were specifically made to play on gravel soccer pitches. And so I decided to come up with this idea of making soccer boots that are specifically made to play on gravel soccer pitches.
Firstly, I think it's your product is absolutely fantastic. I'm a big fan of it. When I saw your pitch, I was very inspired by the reasons why, and that's very important to me. Why are you starting this business? Why are you growing this business? And what problem are you solving? So I'm a big believer in what you're doing.
Held annually, Varsity Pitch, which piloted in 2019, is designed to equip entrepreneurial candidate fellows with practical entrepreneurial skills, funding, and foundational knowledge to systematically build scalable and ultimately impactful ventures. The invaluable opportunity to obtain honest and independent assessment of their businesses in both validation and venture phase, and also the opportunity to receive expert guidance and referrals during the process will help these young founders to grow and defend their businesses as they grow. The Varsity Pitch grant is issued in recognition of entrepreneurial effort, offering selected IVC CFs financial support to test and develop sustainable business models, access to required resources, and build up strategies to grow their ventures.
I want to share an idea with you, one that I know can improve the education of hundreds and even thousands of learners in South Africa. Did you know that in South Africa, the teacher-to-learner ratio is 1:40, when the ideal teacher-to-learner ratio should be 1:16? Not every learner is able to get the attention of their teacher, and not every learner is able to afford a tutor because they are expensive.
We are a digital tutoring company for high school learners. We are very affordable, accessible, and we have very excellent tutors. My ask is a 50,000 rands, of which 30,000 rands will be used to purchase tablets for tutors, which will be the assets of the company.
Why did you come up with this idea, and when did you come up with this?
To my surprise, I got a larger market of people who wanted me to help them through social media, and I realized that this could actually be a business idea that works.
Love the vision, love the mission.
I love this explosion of South Africans finally starting to embrace digitalization and embracing entrepreneurship.
Climate change is a global environmental crisis, and no one is exempted. Johannesburg alone has less than 10 years of landfill space left, then we'll be swimming in our own garbage.
So GoodFit is a waste management company which is specializing in the collection and the sale of plastics and paper. We want to target residential areas and recycling buyback centers.
Just in terms of, can you talk us through the practical aspects?
So we want to actually have a contract with the body corporate or the HOAs of that particular complex. We take the waste, we'll collect it from that estate, and we'll have our own facility where we deposit the waste.
My venture name is Urban Play. 63% of South Africans use public transport, 76.7% use taxis and buses. The problem that we've identified with the people using taxis and buses is that there's lack of real-time information, communication, and there's lack of clarity on the operations of the taxis and buses. And the opportunity which we've identified is that there's an idle passenger throughout the journey.
Basically, as Urban Play, what we are asking for today is basically we'd really appreciate funding worth of 150,000 Rand. We're also asking for connections within the Gauteng province, particularly the buses.
Something I do want to commend him for, and it's the first business that has actually come and asked for this. He's asked for introductions, which will transfer relational capital. Beautiful. I love it when people actually realize that business is actually so much more than the resources or the money that you ask for. It's actually asking for an introduction to the right ears.
3D printing is at the forefront of enabling society to create on a scale never imagined before. 3D printing is a growing market, expecting to reach over $40 billion by 2024 and currently sitting at around 500 million Rand in South Africa. I design and manufacture a unique range of proprietary industrial 3D printing hybrids, capable of not only 3D printing, but also CNC machining, laser cutting, and plasma cutting. It's time to flip the script and make America and Europe import from us. It's time to build the Wakanda that we deserve.
Candidate fellows had to first have a consultation with their entrepreneurial coaches, then attend a PINC room where they had to present their ventures and pitches to a panel of experts to get quick-fire advice on how to improve their pitches before they are submitted. The CFs had to then upload a pre-recorded pitch video of up to 5 minutes, an optional 7-slide deck, and a 1-page ask which outlined what it is they will do with their award in order to take their idea or venture to the next level if they are selected. 9 independent judges were drawn from E-Squared Investments and the Foundation's networks and gave up their time to watch the pitches and spent 3 days in question and answer sessions with the IVC CFs, soliciting more information and providing valuable feedback. The judges evaluated the ideas and ventures for their potential for growth, their sustainability and social impact in terms of attacking poverty and the creation of jobs and/or income-earning opportunities for other South Africans. A limited number of cash grants were awarded across the 2 categories. These awards were in line with what the entrant considered their specific needs. This was outlined in their ask, which needed to be endorsed by their entrepreneurship coach. All candidate fellows who took part in the event are given the judges' feedback on their ventures during an entrepreneurship coaching session.
We aim to eradicate the red tape and high costs as well as inefficiencies experienced in traditional publishing.
The name of my business is AgriNet Market, and AgriNet Market is an e-commerce business that helps farmers sell fruit and vegetables online.
My venture's name is Motimed, which is medication on the move. The idea behind this venture is to get medication directly from the clinics and deliver it to the patients' homes.
And what we do is offer a platform for medical practitioners of any type to connect with patients.
Introducing Essentials Express, a catering company that cares, that provides a premium that you don't want, but that you need.
Visionary Writing's aim is to solve the inefficiencies in publishing.
Melsa Stars is a registered non-profit company which works with disadvantaged rural high schools in Limpopo.
Eagers Ginger Beer aims to provide our customers with quality ginger beer at an affordable price.
We aim to expose small businesses in and around student communities to the students.
What we do is that we sell the vacant space on the delivery boxes of delivery bikes to different brands. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Congratulations to all the candidate fellows who took part in the event. It is now up to you to take what you have learned in this process and apply it to your present and future ventures. And a special thanks to all the organizers of the event at E-Squared Investments, the Allan Orbis Foundation, our technical partners at AV Active and BT Productions. Please welcome on stage Mr. Buhle Dlamini.
Good evening, my name is Buhle Dlamini. I'm the director of the Fellowship program. I wish to greet all our candidate fellows, members of the Board of Trustees, our partners from E-Squared, our CEO Yogi and Malik, the CEO of E-Squared, judges, coaches and all members of talent here present with us at this virtual finale of the 2020 edition of Varsity Pitch. To the new candidate fellows who've transitioned into IVC Fellowship this year and have made it to this point, can we please take a moment to recognize you? Congratulations. And what a journey it has been to get to this point where we have 55 candidate fellows who submitted their pre-recorded video pitches with an ask that will further help them with their businesses and move them to the next level. Until recently, the foundation has only worked with association members to help grow their ideas through a program called Ideation, Validation and Creation, IVC. In 2018, a dual-track pilot program was created to help support candidate fellows who are entrepreneurial and who had already started their businesses. Both IVC and dual-track programs to date have been relatively successful. This program was introduced for candidate fellows because of those who had started businesses were not being tracked separately and were being exited from the fellowship due to not meeting the academic requirements. Varsity Pitch is a joint initiative of E-Squared Investments and the Allan Orbis Foundation, which was first piloted in 2019. Last year, a total of 1.48 million rand in grant funding from E-Squared was channeled through the foundation to 15 fledgling businesses and concepts, led or co-led by candidate fellows. The Varsity Pitch grant is issued in recognition of entrepreneurial effort, offering financial support to test and develop sustainable business models, to access required resources, and build up strategies to grow ventures. We want to ensure that promising ventures started by IVC candidate fellows were not prematurely shut down due to lack of funds or become burdened with external funding provided at unfavorable terms. This year, shortlisted IVC Candidate Fellows had the opportunity to present their ventures to an independent panel of judges between the 14th and the 16th of October. The judges evaluated their potential for growth, their sustainability and social impact in terms of attacking poverty and the creation of jobs, and/or income earning opportunities for other South Africans. Today, 20 Varsity Pitch grants will be awarded to pitchers who demonstrate a hunger and openness for continued learning, humility, accountability, and a deep commitment to leverage entrepreneurship in addressing local challenges. You all have demonstrated your talent and innovation. The world needs people like you who will take a wild idea, root it in strategy, and grow it into a game changer. We look forward to helping you hone and develop that further. Enjoy the evening. Thank you.
Good day. My name is Elijah Jan. Well done and congratulations for making it this far. I'm a recent fellow. I graduated into the association earlier this year. I'm also the founder of New Bricks, a company that uses waste material to create sustainable building materials. Our first product is a brick made from waste paper. I too were in your shoes last year and took part in Varsity Pitch. Varsity Pitch was really about taking feedback from the judges and trying to implement and learning along the way, being able to build a pitch deck, learning how to go about that and practicing how to pitch. It's really a journey of learning and taking your idea and trying to validate it with the judges and with your peers. I was fortunate enough to have been awarded the cash prize. Using that, I took the feedback that was given to me and really implemented the feedback in a practical manner. Started validating my MVP, used the funds to purchase machinery, and really start working on the business. Once I graduated into the association, I then took part in the Entrepreneurial Academy, which is similar to IVC, and I had Warren as my venture manager. Through his accountability, I really started getting out of the building and getting stuff done. I did customer interviews, worked on the business case of New Bricks, and really tried to validate it from a customer perspective and from a product perspective as well. Through this, we're able to get letters of intent. Through the journey of learning from Varsity Pitch and implementing the funds in a sustainable and wise manner, and the accountability and guidance of Warren through Entrepreneur Academy, we're able to build something that allowed us the opportunity to be accepted into Pathways, which is hosted by E-Squared. This is just merely the beginning. There are many more pipelines available to you to actually get your project, your idea out and your business out, to really build it from where it is now to something that can be sold or be $1 billion company in the future. Really take this opportunity with both hands, take the guidance, take the feedback that's given and run with it. Implement it, ask questions and engage. And I really urge you to really do custom interviews. Custom interviews are really eye-opening and really allow you to see what the customers really want and move away from your shoes. Congratulations once again. Take this opportunity with both hands and really work hard and participate in the other programs that are available to you and get your ideas to $1 billion companies. All the best and good luck.
Hi guys, I'm Tando and this is Ngomile. We're from Nisa Finance. Nisa Finance is a platform that has been built for financiers who loan to small businesses. So we provide software that makes their job easier. We were part of the Varsity Pitch last year. Prior to that, we were also Jamboree winners in 2017. And sort of the transition from the Varsity Pitch into E-Squared is what we're hoping to speak about today. So the Varsity Pitch provided us with a great opportunity to engage for the first time with E-Squared, and it also gave us a bit of capital to take our idea from being manually executed to actually having a tech platform. Q will tell you a bit more about how we then actually went into Pathways, which is an E-Squared alumni program when you're actually a fellow, and basically Q will talk a bit about that.
Yeah. So we entered into E-Squared Pathways at the beginning of this year, and the amount of support that we received, especially during the pandemic, was really awesome. So I'd encourage you guys to really speak to the E-Squared guys around Pathways. It's essentially a program that allows you to take what is an idea essentially at the beginning into something that has market viability, puts you in front of customers. They put experienced service providers around you to offer you important advice around building a product, about building a brand, building a business essentially. So, and they also on top of that provide you with the resources necessary to build your product, to go out to market. And ultimately that's one of the most important things, right, is actually getting out of the building. Pathways is all about that. As the name suggests, it's a journey that E-Squared is willing to take with its cohorts, and we have been, I guess, major beneficiaries of it. Ultimately, words of encouragement is make use of all of these events, right? Network, the values in the network. So talk to the guys at E-Squared, talk to your fellow cohorts as well, really share ideas and spin off one another. From a business perspective, I think my biggest advice to young entrepreneurs who are trying to get out to market is do exactly that, get out to market. Talk to clients, put your product in front of them, get the necessary feedback to make the next decision. We've pivoted a lot as a business to our benefit, and it's got us to a place now where we essentially have a client, and we are moving in that direction now, firmly away from ideation to action, product building, and business development. So that would be my advice, is really get out of the market, get out of the building, put your product in front of the faces of your potential clients, and that is your most valuable feedback as any entrepreneur, young and old.
Yeah, I think I completely agree with you. Definitely. And I think sometimes you might think, oh, I don't have a product. Yeah. Well, just take like a mock screen of what you're thinking of and actually go and speak to someone about it. Yeah. Would they be willing to pay for this? Yeah. Would they even, some guy would actually pay you to build that thing, which is crazy, right? That's how we found some of our first clients actually. Yeah. So I definitely agree with Q's advice. I think beyond that, I'd say, really look for like grant opportunities. I think equity conversations are hard, especially at the early stage. So really try by all means to find grant opportunities. Equity is also just expensive in the beginning. So that'll probably be my second piece of advice. And yeah, like guys, I think you should really have fun with the process. Yeah. You have great support in E-Squared. I think a lot of people sort of walk out of varsity without any networks or any potential person who's actually willing to back them for who they are. Yeah. And having E-Squared is almost like having that rich uncle who's willing to back your idea just because they know you. Yeah. So that counts for a lot. Yeah.
Right, guys. Yeah, that would be my final piece of advice. Enjoy the process.
This process would not be possible without the participation of the very impressive and experienced independent panel of judges. These individuals have given up the time out of their busy schedules to provide valuable feedback to the Candidate Fellows on how they can improve their ventures. Please join me in recognizing and thanking our judges. Neil Lightfoot, CBO and co-founder at Box Skills. Okela Nzamai, Executive Director at Bonafide Group. Charmaine Huve, Senior Director at Cisco Africa. Yugesh Pillay, Development and Marketing Executive at Ikapa Resources. Wandan Dlovu, Head of R&D and Innovations at Mbula. Pamela Marlowe, Managing Director at DNM Consulting. Abu Qasim, Founder of Josie Angels. Mohammed Bobat, Financial Advisory and Business Intelligence Consultants at Freelancer. Sichachi Bolipombo, Engagement Leader at Kaleo Advisory. Nhlamulo Ntabeni, Managing Director at Mulo. Gimonelo Patoli, Managing Director at Bulatech. The aim of the Varsity Pitch is for the learning and development of all the Candidate Fellows who enter the event. A certain number of those who pitched have been selected to receive grant awards. Please join me in congratulating the following pitchers that have been selected to receive grant awards for 2020. Alex Mazevsky, Novita. Colin Kinghorn, Don't Fail. Damilolo Martins, Argo. Denislav Marinov, Amnova. Edward Moitapele, Glamorzine. Grace Masita, Your Favorite Corporate Space. Karabo Moremi, Skaru Emporium. Kitumetse Pule, Tswelopele. Ken Sani Thaise, Kazamula Poultry. Leila Silya, Eat Me Straws. Lisedi Muchadibane, Campus Connect. Luke Mackey, Millennium Fundraising. Lulutu Ngongolo, Zwelibanzi Productions. Mary Buhatsu, Enriched Toddlers. Musa Maluleka, Disc-G, Ndabenhle Njangase, A Student. Nicholas van der Meulen, R Squared. Nolwazi Majola, Lulanet. Oyama Makubalo, Nikki's Ginger, Kawe Bula, TAQA, Studuzos Bisi, Two Wheel Media, Sizwem Simango and Sahil Rewachanda, Essentials Express, Stan Makungu Shikwambana, Visionary Writings, Tamsanga Hoza, Hot Nozzle, Tandolwetu Dlamini, The Knowledge Institute.
My name is Yugesh Pillay and I am honored to be invited as one of the judges selected to be a part of this process. Now, on behalf of my fellow judges, a huge congratulations to all the Candidate Fellows who have been selected for these awards. Now, I need to emphasize to all participants that this process is not about the awards, but about the learning process. Our role was not to judge you, but to look for potential and to help enhance your learning process. So just by you being a part of this process shows that you already have the potential to do something great. Now, if you want an award now, fantastic. Reflect and learn from this process because now the hard work begins. And if you didn't, don't be discouraged. It doesn't mean that your ideas won't work. Reflect and learn from the process because now the hard work begins. So once again, a big congratulations to all who have pitched. You are brave and everyone is definitely on the right path to success. There really were some brilliant ideas and innovations and it is very encouraging to see the future leaders of our country standing up and solving our problems. Some general advice, okay? Practice and master your pitches. Remember, you're not just selling a business plan. You can find it anywhere on Google. We assume that by this pitching stage, your business idea already makes sense. You are selling yourself as an entrepreneur. By the end of your pitch, we have to believe that you have all the qualities that are needed to be a successful entrepreneur. So, I'm sure that you've all heard that the best businesses solve big problems, and that is true. However, I would like to take this one step further. As South Africans, we are lucky to live in a diverse culture where we have the opportunity to learn from each other. There's a Sanskrit word, it's called seva. Now, the rough translation of this word, seva, is service. The true meaning is actually more of an attitude than an action. It means, let every place I go be better because I was there. Let every person I speak to feel better because I was there. And let every problem I encounter be solved because I was there. Now, whatever your business idea, concept, product, or service, let the world be better because you are here. Thank you so much. A big thank you to my fellow judges. I am so honored to sit alongside such talented and powerful and creative individuals. A big thank you to the Allan Gray Orbis Foundation and E Squared for making this all possible. Your work is truly inspiring. And most of all, a big thank you to the Candidate Fellows. We are really looking forward to working with you. Congratulations.
Good evening, everyone. I'm really thrilled to be able to chat to you all this evening. It's been such a fantastic journey in getting our IVC Candidate Fellows to the point of being able to pitch their ideas and ventures to an amazing judging panel that gave them really constructive feedback on how to improve and take their ventures to the next level. The Varsity Pitch is an event that the Allan Gray Orbis Foundation and E Squared co-host because of our common mission to invest patiently in responsible entrepreneurs and leaders who accelerate meaningful employment creation towards eradicating poverty. As you know, this joint effort is where the Fellowship IVC Candidate Fellows pitch their ideas and ventures to a judging panel after having received feedback in what we call the pink room from our entrepreneurial experts. It is such an exciting part of what we do at the foundation because it's all about identifying and nurturing entrepreneurial potential, and it culminates in that potential being realized and being harnessed for good. The art and science of this beautiful madness called entrepreneurship comes alive when opportunities are recognized, ideas are created, and experiments launched to see if it works. So well done to all of you who participated, and thank you to all of you who helped bring this event together. To the organizing team from the foundation and our partners E Squared, you can be proud of your work. To the judging panel, thank you for your time, your expertise, and your wisdom. It is much appreciated. To the Pink Room panelists who volunteered their time and knowledge and so freely gave of their feedback to guide our young entrepreneurs, thank you so much. Your collaboration is invaluable to the experience of the Candidate Fellows. And last but certainly not the least of my acknowledgements, to those who didn't pitch this time, know that there are opportunities in future. It may seem daunting, but everyone is capable of generating a good idea. You just have to find a problem you care about, or mine an opportunity that will bring others value. Since you're in the IVC already, you know that the process is there to help you, to find ways in which you can elevate your thinking and inspire you to push further. So I'm sure you're going to work on that idea, and we'll see you next time. To those who pitched but were not awarded, again, this is not your only opportunity. I hope you've received benefit from this event and will go further to refine your idea and or venture and come back and try again. There are different platforms and opportunities available, and being awarded isn't the only reward in this. It's about the experience, the advisory, the guidance, and the motivation of engaging with other young entrepreneurs and seeing what's possible. And then you try again. Isn't that what it's all about? Trying and trying again. Also remember that the IVC and the talent at the foundation are continuously looking for ways to support you and your growth. And you need to be fearless in reaching out and actively engaging on where you can improve. And finally, to those who were awarded, Well done. We are proud of your efforts, and we know that this is a stepping stone to much more to come. We want you to be encouraged to continue this journey. This is an exciting recognition, and we need to celebrate it. But thereafter, you need to get back to work. Entrepreneurship doesn't rest. To build a substantive and substantial enterprise, you need to take what you're learning at each turn and continually apply yourself to offering the greatest value to ensure that you're growing and innovating, that you're working on and in the business, that you're doing the grunt work on building the foundation of that venture and not just the fun and visible aspects of it. And I understand that you're doing all of this while studying. That is inspirational. Kudos to you. Please keep at it and remember to uphold the vision and the values of the foundation as you forge ahead in this journey. So everyone, thank you again for participating. I'm looking forward to hearing more about all of your ideas and your ventures and how they're going. Remember, please take care of yourselves, reach out for support, and know that we're cheering you on all the time. Enjoy the rest of your evening, everyone. I hope to see you again in person sometime soon. Thank you.
A special thanks to all the organizers of the event at E Squared Investments, the Allan Orbis Foundation, our technical partners at AV Active and BT Productions.